Let's take a look at how to get a PDF into your Google Classroom, which will then allow students to open it, their own copy, and be able to use the markup tools to write directly on that PDF and turn that into you through Google Classroom. To get started, I am on the resources page for iReady for at-home activity packs that they've provided. And I'm going to just select grade 4 from that. And then if I scroll through, maybe this understanding of place value is a page that I may want to assign to my 4th grade students. So what I can do is I can hover over to get my tools to open up, and I'll click print, and I'll change from my Hickman Mills printer for the destination and choose to save this as a PDF. And then I don't really need all of the pages right now. I just wanted page 4. So I can do a custom print job, and let me scroll through. So there is a little bit more to that. So maybe I want pages 4 to 5. So I can select 4 through 5 for the pages, and then I am going to click to save. Now I'm going to choose where I want to save this assignment. So it gives it a name. If I want to change that to maybe place value so that I know exactly what this assignment is, then I can certainly do that. So I'll change this to place value for the name. And then right now it's set to go to my desktop. I can change that if I want to, but for right now, to make it easy to find, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on my desktop, and then I will choose to save. So now if I minimize Google Chrome, then I should have a file sitting out here that says place value. There it is. Let me move it to make it a little easier to see. So place value PDF. So now I'm ready to put this into a Google Classroom assignment. I'm going to open Chrome back up, and I'll open a new tab at the top. And then using my Google App Launcher, I'm going to select Classroom. I could have also chosen the shortcut up here in my toolbar, but just in case you don't see that in your toolbar, then you can just go to that app switcher and choose Classroom from there. Now I'll choose my class that I'm going to assign this. I'll choose this IT test class, and I'll choose the classwork option at the top and my create button, and I want to make this an assignment. And so this is a place value practice page, and I can tell students use the markup tools to add your answers to this practice page. And then I'm going to choose the add button, and I'm adding a file. And this file is located on my desktop, so I'm going to select files from my device. Over on my left side navigation here, I'll choose desktop, and there's my place value PDF. And so I'll click open. And since that's the only file for this assignment, I'll choose upload in the lower left corner. And so now there's my place value PDF. Now right now, the students can only view that file. What I'm going to do is use that drop down, and I'm going to make a copy for each one of my students. Then that way, each one of them will get that place value worksheet to be able to work on. And then I have other options over here, but for right now, I'll just go ahead and click assign just to give you the idea of how this works. And then it's going to go out to my stream for students to be able to see that assignment. Now we'll switch over to a student iPad to show you what it looks like on the student side to complete that PDF file. Let's talk about what this looks like from a student perspective on their iPads. So I've opened the Google Classroom app and opened my class, and I can see my place value practice page at the top, so I click to select that. And then students can either click the assigned button in the lower right corner or swipe up from the arrow and they'll see the PDF that you've attached. So they click to open that PDF and you'll see that both pages that we've uploaded are available, and they click the pencil in the upper right corner. Their toolbar opens at the bottom for them to have their tools to be able to use. The pen is selected, so if I use my finger on this PDF, then what I write is showing up on there. They also have a text tool, so if they click the A at the far right corner and then draw a text box, then they can go ahead and use the keyboard and type their responses in. So you'll see that works really nicely for our students who get uncomfortable about their handwriting and would rather not use the pens to be able to respond. So once they complete the assignment, they can click the Save button in the upper right corner. They also want to use the Save button if they have to walk away from the assignment and they want to hold on to any work that they've completed thus far. They do need to know that I'm going to click the X, once they close out of that and they've edited that PDF, once they reopen it, it's going to have those answers that they put in there first. But now if I click the pencil and I try to modify any of that work, notice I can scribble over it, and then I choose the eraser tool. It only erases those scribbles that I've made. It does not get rid of that 6 that I saved onto the document. So they just need to be sure that when they click Save, that they know that they can't go back and change or modify anything that they've already saved once before. Even if I click to try to select this 2 or 3, the text boxes I made, it's not allowing me to do anything there. But I can choose my pen and I can start to write on this document again. So you may end up with some things crossed out and arrows to show changes that they've made from the first time they looked at it to opening it up again. So I'm going to go ahead and click to save the assignment again and click the X in the upper left corner, and let's just say that I have completed this entire assignment. I can click this turn in button and turn in once again, and then that is going to send it to my teacher to be graded. And so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the teacher side to see what that looks like for you to be able to grade the assignment. Okay, we're jumping back over to our teacher Google Classroom page, and we see our place value practice page assignment. So we can click there to open that up, and we would see all of our students' assignments here, a thumbnail of each one. And so you can simply click on the thumbnail to be able to view that PDF and see the student answers. If you wanted to provide a comment for them, you can highlight certain areas. Maybe I want to ask them, do you need help answering this question? And click the comment button. And then I can return this assignment to this student if I'd like. Maybe I noticed that they didn't answer all of the questions, and so I can ask them if they need some help and return it to them, and then they can respond with what they don't understand, and then we can work together through the comments to be able to help them. I chose to not have an assignment value tied to this practice page, but if I did want to give that assignment a certain number of points, that would show up on this right-hand column. Otherwise, I am finished. I'd be able to click through my arrows to go through my student list, or I could click this drop down and all of my students would be listed here for me to be able to move around and grade the other assignments. Hope this helps with understanding how to add a PDF to any of your assignments, allowing your students to mark up on that page to provide their answers, and then how you can look to see how they responded to any of those questions.